This episode is brought to you by the Weather Channel app. Did you know the app can help you forecast more than just the weather? With allergy tracking and flu risk mapping. So you know when to stay inside and load up on podcast. As well as air quality and UV indexing. So you know when to get outside, load up on sunscreen and podcast. Forecast more of what you love with the Weather Channel app.
So yeah, the Hell House thing I think is gonna be kind of cool.
I can't wait to hear.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. We're gonna the folks from Boo Bays are gonna like executive produce it or whatever. Just means they sit in on the interviews and things, you know. But I think it'd be cool because they've got a built-in audience already, and then you pass it on to this, and like I say, you throw some stuff on Reddit and make people yell at you, and you know, I mean, it's that easy, right?
Yeah.
It's just that easy.
Yeah.
Well, hey there, Kate. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Let me turn on this radio voice here.
I know.
I told you this morning. I don't know what it is. Like my wife came through the living room a couple of times, and I'm just sitting there in my underwear and my socks, you know. And I'm just like, I'm scrolling through my phone, just like doom scrolling or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I don't know. I just can't get going for some reason. Usually it's the shower that gets me, you know,
Yeah.
it wakes me up.
Yeah.
But by then I've downed at least one thing of coffee. I don't know. It's just it's sleepy time at my house.
Well, that's exactly how Zach was this morning.
Really?
Yeah, because usually he'll like come.
I wonder if it has something to do with the weather. And
Maybe.
stuff. Yeah.
And like my mom's getting sick, so I think I don't know. Maybe like
What's
everyone's
wrong with
getting
your
like
mom?
she gets bronchitis every year this time of year.
So does Suzanne.
Every year, but yeah, I was like,
She-
it's like 7:30, so I like walked in there in the living room, you know, and I was like, I see like the top of his head on the couch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like look over and he's just asleep.
Yeah.
And like I was like, this never happens. And you know, our dog jumped on him and he was like, "Oh, sorry." And I was like, "It's okay." He was like, "I just fell asleep."
You're
It's
tired.
okay.
You're tired, man. I mean, that's
It's
just the way it is.
fine. I was
yeah.
like, "But I do have to have you take the baby because I gotta go." you know.
That's
But
all right.
you know, it's just I don't know. Maybe it's the weather.
You don't call it babysitting, do you?
What do you mean?
Like when he watches the baby?
Mm-mm.
It's not babysitting. It's your kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, it's just like your time or day
Dad
for
is
the baby.
babysitting. No, he's not.
No.
It's his child.
It's his
What do you-
child. Yeah,
it's
no.
not the same thing at
No.
all.
No, it's just his time to have the. I don't know.
He's not getting $20 and a pizza.
No,
you know?
he is not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I
That's
go-
always rubbed me weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
The thing that always. Sorry, this is a little soapbox. Stupid soapbox that I didn't know was coming up. Women deserve all the credit for being mothers, going through that process, being life givers, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But dads aren't totally idiots a lot of the time, even though we are portrayed as the biggest doofuses when it comes to babies.
Yeah.
I can entertain a freaking baby.
Yeah.
You know, I can
Yeah.
feed my baby.
Yeah.
I mean, I went through that with all of our kids.
Yeah.
You know? But boy, if you watch a AT&T commercial, we're a bunch of idiots. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't know if AT&T has that commercial.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming.
No.
Chick-fil-A, I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Glad bags.
I don't know. Like, there are times where I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Because there'll be times I like, you know, he'll take him to the store or whatever, and I'll go pick him up, and he's in his swimsuit. I'm
Well,
like,
that's different.
what? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, he's in his swim. You put the child in the in his swimsuit. He goes, oh, this is swimsuit. It just feels like some of his other, because he has like those bamboo outfits. They're like real soft, like. So he was like, it felt the same, and I'm like, okay, well, the baby's in the swimsuit today.
Well, it's got dolphins on it.
Yeah,
but,
it's like has little like dancing crabs on it.
Yeah, there you go.
And so I was like, okay,
Just thought it was
you know,
festive.
yeah. Or he'll put him like in full pajamas.
I just love the fact that it had the little underwear in it already. You know, the swimsuit.
No,
It's
it's
got
just
the little
like
mesh stuff.
okay, you know,
Yeah.
there's like questionable things, but
Yeah.
it's like never. It's like funny things.
Sure.
Not like
sure. It's not like
they're
dropping a
put-
kid on his head.
right. They're
or-
not like
yeah.
putting them in danger.
Right.
It's just like funny dad things.
Yeah.
That they're like, I put the diaper on backwards at first, or like whatever.
You're also dealing with folks, though, like myself, that this morning I was really proud of myself last night. I got home like at 8:30 last night, and our trash people did not pick up our recycling yesterday. And so, or the day before yesterday, and so I called the city, had them come out and get it yesterday, and all this. The can was still out there. Doesn't matter. But anyway, I got home. And I took the trash can for today because today is our actual trash day.
Yeah.
Which it all goes the same place. And so
I wish we had a better recycling program.
Yeah. Recycling. Like I've told you, the place I used to work, I would watch the trash truck go down the street and they would put both of them just into the same thing. Didn't matter.
Yeah.
It just makes you feel good is all it is.
Yeah. Well, now like we had that styrofoam thing.
Yeah.
And then now it like doesn't work.
Yeah.
It like broke, so like they don't have the money to fix it or something.
Have I ever told you the story of? Well, let me finish this one.
Yes.
I've got two stories. This is the first one. So I'm dragging out the trash can for today, putting up the trash can for yesterday, and I'm like, hey, I'm ahead of the game because usually I have to bust my butt to get it all done Friday morning. Right. But then I realized, well, dumbass, you haven't gotten all the trash from inside the house. So I got all that together this morning, and I'm just like, I don't care. And so I just went out in my underwear and threw the trash away in the trash can out front and stuff. I just don't care. So it's stuff like that, where we just, somebody sees me in a boxer, I don't, whatever.
You're like,
who gives a crap? I don't.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's like when Zach mows.
Yeah.
He has a shirt off. And he's like in swim trunks and so our neighbors are like.
Just so you can just go jump in the water.
Yeah, but he like, I mean, people are like,
well, see, to
he's
us,
scary looking.
To us, it feels like we're solving two problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't put pants on to put my trash out. Screw you. I'm not doing that.
Who cares?
Society.
If someone's offended, whatever.
So the other story, and then we'll get started on these tapes. But used to be, we had 5 teenagers in the house at one time, right? So we had a buttload of trash all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And so I remember putting the trash out one time, and I think I've never understood what I can throw away and what I can't. The rules on that are just
compared
goofy.
to recycling?
Right.
Or, okay.
Right. So, like, I know I can't throw a can of paint in there. I get that, right? Yeah. Things like a TV tube,
Or a battery.
Right, right. I get it. I'm throwing batteries away. But
I have a bag of batteries. I'm a psycho. Yeah, I'm like, I got to find where I can take batteries.
And you'll never do it.
Yeah, I know.
You know what you do?
They sit on my dining room table.
You tie a knot in it. You just keep it by your bed in case somebody ever breaks in. You just hit them with a bag of batteries.
There you go.
That's what it is. It's just a cheap weapon. So unlike oranges, it will leave bruises, though.
Yes.
So I roll the trash out, and it's got like some styrofoam and stuff in it.
Yeah.
I assume you can throw that stuff away.
Well,
I don't know.
Unless you have like.
Where else am I going to put it?
Yeah, styrofoam. Well, now.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be able to recycle it here, but
yeah.
Like
so the trash guy comes through our little cul-de-sac. I already have a chip on my shoulder about trash because they were always screwing it up. And so
it keeps going up.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's a whole different thing. But I'm watching him through the window out front. He stops. And, they don't even get out anymore, right? They've just got the one thing. I feel bad for these guys because it's got to be such a lonely, stinky job. It used to be at least you had a couple of guys with you or something. Yeah. But he starts picking through my trash and throwing some of the stuff up on the yard. And I'm like, I go out and I said, hey, what are you doing? Yeah. He goes, sir, you need to calm down. I said, what are you talking about? I'm just asking you what you're doing with my trash and why you're throwing it in my yard. Sir, if you don't calm down, I'm going to take away your trash rights. What? That's not a thing.
That's not a thing.
I'm paying taxes. I get trash.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's something I refer to all the time. I tell my wife, don't throw that away. They'll take away our trash rights. Trash rights.
Yeah.
That means nothing.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, that somebody would take their job that seriously that they're going to tell me or tell me they're going to.
I mean, we threw away our whole kitchen when we redid our house.
Did you?
So, yeah.
Like right out front? Just
some
in the yard?
Some of it went into our trash
Appliances, do you take over to
no, well,
Mr. Lipschitz?
We didn't have the stove was brand new. We kept that. There was no microwave.
Okay.
And
You have one now.
Yes. Because I thought it was a great idea to do a drawer microwave. Then I started researching how much they are.
Oh, they're super expensive.
So I bought a regular microwave, and it's just in the slot, in the island underneath.
Sure.
Yeah. But then the fridge was full of mold. So we set it out on the curb. Okay. And like scrapper guys just came by and got it.
Sure.
Because we were just like, whatever.
That's what I always do with that big stuff. I just put a thing on Craigslist and say, free, come get it. There's guys that drive through our neighborhood with trailers full of scrap. It's a little scary though, right? That they're just constantly looking for crap in your yard.
Yeah, but like also they're doing us a service.
I get it.
But then we found a brand new fridge at a estate sale for $400.
Oh wow, that's good.
And it's really nice.
French door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Water in the door.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those things always suck. Mm-hmm. I can't remember when I had a refrigerator where the ice maker just worked all the time.
We don't use our ice maker.
Mm-hmm. We don't believe in ice.
No, I have one of those nugget ice makers.
Oh.
This is next
like
to
the
the
little countertop
fridge.
thing?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That makes like Sonic ice.
Because you like that little tiny ice.
That
little
thing
balls
got me.
Of ice.
That got me through pregnancy.
Really?
Yes.
Did you eat a lot of it?
Yes, not knowing that I was so iron deficient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I'm still like so iron deficient. I might have to do iron infusions.
Yeah.
Because I can't get my
22nd. Me and the wife go over to the hematologist to talk about iron injections.
Yep. Yeah. So because my doctor was like, "You're the most iron deficient person I've seen in 10-something years," and I was like,
"What was your level? Do you remember? Like the number?" Suzanne's was 7.
Yeah, I think mine was like. It was under 3, I think.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, that's rough.
Because it fluctuated.
You talk about feeling tired. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, I know. When I was pregnant and I was like, ugh. I thought I was just pregnant. Yeah. And it was also, I was deficient in every vitamin. Yeah. Every, and I still am. Because they were like, oh, after, postpartum and stuff, whatever, and you take all this. I'm taking like 20 pills a day. Yeah. Like supplements.
Yeah.
My levels haven't even gone up. And I'm like, hello?
It takes me about 20 minutes every morning. I get Suzanne's pills all out and I organize them all and stuff. But it's all like, iron gummy and this gummy and that kind of stuff. Yeah. And I make her little bags to take with her so she knows when to take them.
That's one thing. Like, they gave me an iron supplement when I left the hospital. Yeah. And I said, no, thank you.
Is it that Ferris, whatever?
Yeah. Yeah. Not ferritin.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. But.
Say Ferris.
I did not take that. My mom was like, don't take it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it can like throw off some other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and especially like right coming home from having a baby.
Yeah.
You're like, Mom was like, let's focus on some other stuff. And then you can bring it back. I never did. It's still just sitting there. So I'm trying to get iron other ways, but I don't eat red meat or anything. So it's hard.
See, she doesn't eat a lot of red meat either. But
I have to start cooking everything in a cast iron skillet.
Yeah. That'll work.
Yeah.
Have you seen the little
fish?
The little fish.
Yeah, I need to start doing that.
Throw
I need to order
one in a cup of tea or whatever.
Yeah. So
it's not a bad idea.
Just trying other ways.
I've also heard you drink a lot of bleach. It's got a lot of iron in it.
Oh my
No,
God.
it doesn't. That's a joke.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't.
Yeah, you put that out there and someone's gonna like.
That's
write
what
it
I'm
in
saying. Yeah, please don't.
Like,
no.
I drink bleach.
Don't drink bleach.
Yeah.
We now live in a society where people tell you to inject bleach into you. So that's maybe I shouldn't have made that joke. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right. How about them politics, huh? Yeah, it's good stuff.
I can't even.
All right. So I told you before this. I don't know at this point what we've listened to and what we haven't. So
I'm a visual.
It just says at singing. I don't think
we did that.
Okay. So this is a Sony HF90 Type 1, and on side B, nothing on side A, but on side B it says at singing. Now,
sure.
I'm assuming maybe AT is is that AT? It looks like I guess so, right? At singing. See, the longer you look at it, the more it starts to morph on you, right? And turn into something else.
Could be like UT singing?
That's what I'm thinking, right? Yeah, you could be
like
UT
University
singing.
of Texas?
Yeah, I don't know. Or it could be it singing. Maybe they have a it in their basement and it started to sing. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. At singing, ut singing, UT singing.
I like it singing. When I first saw the Addams Family, I wanted that life.
The Hand? Or you just wanted to be part of that family?
I wanted to be a part of that family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Part of me sometimes still does. I'm like, that would be really cool.
Yeah. Did you watch Wednesday?
Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
Did you like it? Yeah.
Loved it.
I've heard all kinds of stuff about the second season. Like, she's kicked out or something. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me because it was hugely popular.
And like them bringing back Christina Ricci.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's a big deal.
It's smart casting.
Okay, so At Singing seems to have nothing. I'm gonna rewind the other side so we'll talk about something else.
Have you seen the trailer for Napoleon?
I have the Apple Plus thing.
The Ridley Scott.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What thoughts?
If it's Ridley Scott, I'll watch it. Period. I liked the Alien prequels. I thought they were good. Mm-hmm. It's slow science fiction. Not as slow as Blade Runner, but it's slow science fiction, and it's pretty good. Yeah. I don't know. I think he can play just about anybody. Number one.
Yes.
But
I have an issue.
Yeah, what's your issue?
The historical accuracy.
Sure. Yeah.
He didn't shoot at the pyramids.
Well, at this one, he's 9 foot tall, too, which
I
is
was
weird.
about to say, he's like, maybe like 160, 180,
yeah.
And his normal height. There's no forced perspective. They show Marie Antoinette being beheaded.
Oh, really?
In the trailer.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And she has like big, beautiful, fluffy like hair, and it was like, no, they had like cropped all of her hair off and stuff. So like
cropped all her hair off.
Yeah, right before she was beheaded. Like she had all of her hair cropped off.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but like.
So you know too much.
Yeah, and he speaks in a regular
that's different.
American accent.
That's completely different.
He's like, this country is mine.
So,
and you're like,
here's what I appreciate about those kind of accents, right? If a movie starts off, like let's say in French, like this one does, and then slowly morphs into English, I get it. Because it's like, hey, audience, we know you can't understand this, so let's go into the normal accent. I get that part. But if it's just straight up English from the beginning, that's weird.
But it's also like, even his English, there should be a hint of British or French or some influence.
Sure. He's like, I'm walking here in front of the horse and stuff.
Exactly. It's like, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know.
I think Ridley Scott makes beautiful movies, though.
Absolutely.
Just beautiful movies. And I often
like Gladiator.
I often like his pacing. His pacing is actually pretty good.
Yeah. And Joaquin Phoenix can do anything.
Yeah.
So, and I can't wait for the next Joker movie.
Yeah, with Lady Gaga. Yeah, that might be kind of cool.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I liked the first one. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Started watching a movie last night called Worm, W-Y-R-M. Mm-hmm. It's about this kid that lives in a society where all children have this electronic collar they have to wear. And the first time they kiss, it falls off. So it's kind of a substitute for virginity or whatever, right? But this society is so worried about pairing people up because they don't want lonely people, because lonely people make bad people, or they go they say especially lonely boys, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But here's what this movie reminds me of. It is Napoleon Dynamite with a little science fiction thrown in.
Okay.
Because
just like awkward.
Oh, super awkward. His sister says, you have to leave now. I'm about to do my dance, and it's quite provocative. And that's like that's definitely a line you would have heard in Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah, it was pretty good. I started to fall asleep, so I stopped it. But and then I've been watching a lot of British comedy. I watched one called Motherland.
Okay.
It's got and forgive me, I don't know her name. The lady from Kunk on Earth, which was a Netflix thing where she's a very stupid person going around having them describe the pyramids and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, but she's very stupid. So.
Yeah, we didn't watch.
They work in a CNC Music Factory song every single episode.
Okay. Well, there you go.
If you want to watch something really weird, watch Kunk on Earth.
Okay.
It's great, though.
Huh.
All right, this is the other side. Let's see what happens. What did y'all watch?
Nothing. We spent like an hour scrolling.
There's a land beyond the river.
I think we
did listen to this.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
Where you're being
And, you
chased
know-
through a haunted house and that just starts playing.
Yeah. I don't like that at all.
We rehashed Blair Witch last night.
Really?
Yeah.
The original one, huh?
Yeah, we just talked about it. Because, see,
Yeah?
I've seen the end of the second one, but I never saw the end of the first one. So Zach told me the end of the first
What
one,
the-
and it scared me all
How do you
night.
do that?
I don't, because I was never going to watch them.
Really?
So I think one time it was on TV, and I was just like, I'm going to watch it in
Yeah.
5 minutes. It was like the last.
Yeah. Of the second one?
Yes.
Wait. The second Blair Witch 2 or the newer Blair Witch one?
I don't remember. All I know is they're like running around the house, and they keep going back to like the same.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the newest
Okay,
one.
then
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like they're outside, and they like hear something, and they look up and die.
Because the
Because
second
you have to like you look at her or
the
whatever.
second one is it's considered one of the worst movies ever. But this director, he says that it almost completely destroyed his career.
Wow.
But I read recently that he was doing a showing of the movie and like a dissection with the crowd kind of thing. So he's finally come to terms with how bad it was.
Yeah.
But it's because the studio stepped in.
Yeah.
And so, how do you follow up a found footage movie that's super popular?
And that like at that point, no found footage movies has
Right.
happened.
Right. Well, very few. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But this was the big commercial one, right?
Yeah.
And so he followed it up with the fervor that surrounded those tapes being released in that city. So you'd get all these weird people coming to town and doing all this stuff, and then they end up finding out that it's really real and things. And so it's more of a movie, and people freaking hated it. They just absolutely hated it. Now, the new one that you saw, I kind of like that one. It wasn't bad at all.
It's just scary.
It is scary. It's supposed to be.
I don't. And then Zach told me the end of the first one.
Oh.
And I was like, no.
There's 2 movies in my life. Well, maybe 3. But 2 that I can think of that left me feeling the same way. One is Blair Witch, because I saw it in the theater. That's how old I am. Saw it in the theater, and they immediately turned the house lights on as soon as it was over, and that scared the shit out of me. And so, like, I was a grown man taking a shower the next day with my eyes open because I'm, like, still scared of the ending, right? Then the second one I watched, and I don't know if I talked to you about this or not, but Skinamarink. Skinamarink is something you can go watch now, and it's basically a child abandonment movie from the eyes of a 4-year-old.
Nope.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. The movie is shot so weirdly that like you don't ever see anybody's face. It's like shoot this corner while you hear something going on. Shoot the TV while there's a cartoon looping and looping. Shoot this while you see some Legos being pushed.
Oh.
And then
I see. I would just cry through it.
well, yeah. At one point, the thing in the house tells the kid to put the scissors in his eyes. Yeah, and so it's a rough movie, but it just I had to stop it and start it 2 or 3 times. And again, I'm 54 years old watching a horror movie in my house with all the lights on, right? I mean, I'm it's not like I'm watching in the dark.
Yeah.
But it just creeped me out. It's a creepy movie, but it's the most unique thing you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Huh.
But it was good. I like horror movies, though.
Yeah. There's like 2 movies that made me feel a certain way. The Grudge and Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers is very good.
So scary.
That is Justin Long, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Justin Long quite a bit. He has a new movie that is a retelling of Bram Stoker's Dracula, but with all the vampires being women.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, and Justin Long is like the one that they lure into the house kind of thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I met him and his brother one
Really?
time. And he's so nice.
Where'd you meet him?
My cousin's movie premiere.
Oh.
Yeah, I got to meet at the same time.
My cousin Vinny?
No, I got to meet the dude that like Big Lebowski's based off.
Oh, yeah,
Like the real guy.
the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got to meet him and I was like, this is cool.
I bet that was cool.
Yeah, it was really neat. But
Huh.
my cousin was premiering, like it was like a short film.
Yeah.
They're doing like all these short films and now he's like a producer. He did that like Nolan Ryan movie that came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Huh.
my cousin's movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
He directs, produces. What does he do?
produces.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
it's very cool.
yeah, he did that like I don't know, some casino movie, card movie, magician.
Like Now
Maybe.
You See Me?
No,
Rounders?
no. I don't know. It's on. It's the great Jonathan something or something.
About the magician guy. Mm-hmm. Oh, holy crap!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he did another movie with Kate McKinnon.
The Amazing Jonathan.
Yes. Yeah. And then some other.
He was
stuff.
a weirdo. I mean, he was. It was cool because he was like a guy that magicians hated, kind of like Penn and Teller, you know. But he was half nuts too.
Yeah.
So.
And then like Jump Shot, a movie called Jump Shot.
Jump Shot.
It's like about some. I don't know. But yeah.
So do you get invited to these premieres still?
No.
Yeah.
Like that was when I was living in LA.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So it was just a hop, skip, and jump.
But it was like that. I got to go with them, and then I got to meet Doug Jones.
Oh.
As well.
Really?
Because he was in one that was. We haven't even started this. We're stuck.
No,
he was
we're
in
good.
one that was. It was really cool. It was about like child trafficking.
Oh.
And it was like in a Victorian era, and he owned a candy shop.
Yeah.
And only men would go into this candy shop because he would lure children in, and he would put them in a machine that turned them into candy.
Oh my Lord.
And so he would like put all these different types of candies in the windows, and like the men would like shop for like the kid kind of thing.
Groovy.
So it was like it was really good. It was just like an awareness kind of movie. And Doug Jones was like the creepy candy guy.
Yeah.
But he was there, and I was like, I loved you as Billy in Hocus Pocus. Like I was like so excited.
That's cool.
He was
though.
so nice. So I got to meet a lot of like cool people that day.
Yeah. I just meet podcast people. That's about all I meet.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're anyway. Yeah. Okay. So this next one, it's obviously a homemade tape. It's our self-produced tape. It's Memories of the Past, Bill Grant and Delia Bell, Volume 1. I don't think we've listened to this one either, but maybe we have. We tend to try to steer away from the ones that we obviously think are religious, but this one.
No, because I love Tramp on the Street.
That's the one, right? That's what I was trying to get to. So here, it's just a white. If I say mimeograph, do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah. It's a white Xeroxed copy.
What does that mean?
Mimeograph was it was a machine that used like the you have to put a page underneath it to copy it to another page kind of thing.
Okay.
But it would do it automatically. Anyway, it was before copying machines.
Okay.
Yeah. It was. We used rocks, then we used mimeographs, and then we used copying machines.
Tablets, etch tablets.
That's right, yeah. I brought 3 of them down, and one of them broke. So on the back of this, it says, Bidel Music Company, Bidel. It is in Hugo, Oklahoma.
I have family that lives there.
And it's got their freaking phone number right there.
Don't even think about calling them.
Recorded 1970 through 1979. That's a long time. 9 years.
My great aunt, I
maybe?
think my great aunt Johnny lives in Hugo, or she moved. I don't remember.
Hugo.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Where's that?
It's like across the border, like this way.
She just got her hand up, going like I'm over here, over there.
Yeah, east.
Northeast. Yeah.
Well, let me rephrase. Above the line, above the Texas-Oklahoma line. So it's like right there.
Okay, gotcha.
Like Durant.
Yeah.
It's like in that area.
Oh, okay. So this says recorded 1970-1979 at Summit Burnett Sound Studios, Dallas, Texas. No longer available on record.
Wait, I need to look this up. Summit Burnett. I'm going to look where it is.
It is Summit Burnett in Dallas.
Summit Burnett Sound Studio. Okay.
In Dallas. And again, Memories of the Past, Bill Grant and Delia Bell, Volume 1. This is on side 1. Should be When My Time Comes to Go. This is not the one I'm interested in, but we'll see what it sounds like. That's some big old hair on these folks. Oh, banjos!
When my time comes to go,
that looks exactly like I thought they would sound.
Sounds like Oh Brother.
lay my head on Jesus' breast when my time comes to go.
Oh, there's the fiddle. We're going to be passing the plate around. Please give what you can.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, so that sounds exactly like I thought it would, but I'm looking for song 2, which is called Tramp on the Street.
I won't lay my head.
I think it's better. A lot of banjo.
I know. I love it.
When my time.
You ever wanted to play the banjo?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, my
Oh.
cousin knows how to play.
Here we go.
I wanted him to teach me.
Tramp on the Street. Oh, this is a soulful one, folks. Y'all get ready.
Only a tramp
Oh.
was Lazarus' sad fate.
Lazarus.
He who lay down at the rich man's gate. He begged for the crumbs from the rich man to eat.
How many? Is there a mandolin back there too?
I think so.
Found dead on the street.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe.
I think so.
He
Yeah.
was some other's darling. He was some other's son.
I think we're dealing with a banjo, a mandolin, maybe a slide guitar.
Once he was fair and once he was
Definitely a fiddle, not a violin.
young. Some other rocked her darling to sleep.
I have no idea what she's saying. That's my problem.
But they left him to die like a tramp on the street.
That's definitely a mandolin, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus who died.
Well, that's lovely. Find anything?
Calvary's tree.
Yeah. This is a Hank Williams Sr. song.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. I guess you did mix a lot of religion and country back then, though, huh?
Everything was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody was scared of their shadow.
yeah. So I looked up the recording studio. It sold in 1997.
Oh.
It was made. It started in '69. It's across the Highway 75 from North Park in Dallas.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
I bet these people are dead.
You think? I don't think so.
You don't think Bill Grant and Delia Bell are dead? I bet Bill Grant was run out of his church for some sort of something.
Delia
Delia.
Bell.
Yeah. Delia Bell. And just Bill
Oh.
Grant.
She was born in Bonham.
Oh, okay.
She married Bobby Bell in 1959. Oh, she died in 2018.
Mhm. I bet Bobby is Bill, right?
Yeah.
Bill still around? So, okay. I got to check something out here. On the other side, there is a song.
Frances Leona, but she went by Delia.
Okay. On the other side, there is a song called Stairway to Heaven. And I don't know.
Can you imagine?
I'm just saying,
Oh
I don't know.
my god.
Let's see where we're at here.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what that is.
He died in 2019.
Oh.
For many years I've watched my loved ones travel
Okay.
across that wide silent sea. There's hardly any left to know me, and I know the time is near for me.
I bet this is it. Oh, no. Never mind. Hang on. Sorry. That is, I know the time is near for me. So, since that's exactly what he said. So, Stairway to Heaven's the one right before it. Let's see if we can catch it here.
All through the ages, the Bible has told of a glorious reunion on high.
If this is it, it's definitely not the Led Zeppelin.
Can you imagine?
Perish away, and the meek shall inherit new life. Help me, O Lord, to live by His word. Help me to evil defy. Help me stand and walk the right way, for I want to stand by His side.
There's something
Oh, no,
about
this
this
is the
kind of
next one.
stuff.
Oh, shoot. Hang on.
I just Just
I'm really stupid.
It's really like
I went the wrong direction.
charming.
It is very charming. Yeah.
And like kind of comforting.
It is. It is. Yeah. When I think back to like the music my grandmother listened to and stuff, I mean, it doesn't feel the same as this stuff today. You know.
Everything is now so overproduced.
It is overproduced, and everybody tries to be on 6 different charts.
Yeah.
You know, so there's no definition to the music.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is. This is either I Know the Time Is Near for Me or Stairway to Heaven. I don't know. I got to get to Stairway to Heaven. I'm sorry. Did we already hear this?
If he'll be satisfied with me, the years lead by and leave us standing.
Just say it. Come on.
Leave our heaven's open door. Let us live our life so we may travel
Oh, here it comes.
to dwell with Jesus evermore.
I don't know if that was it or not. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that the Led Zeppelin song is not on there.
Oh my gosh, his obituary.
Yeah.
Billy Joe Bill Grant climbed the stairway to heaven.
There you go.
When the Lord called him home on July 9th, 2019.
That must have been like his big song.
He was born on my birthday, May 9th.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Woo.
May 9th.
Yeah.
I'm May 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Shut up.
What? What?
Hold on. I got a surprise for you. Hold up. This is just serendipitous. This was not planned. So this is the Sullivan family.
Okay.
The Prettiest Flowers Will Be Blooming.
Okay.
This is Sullivan family, St. Stephen's, Alabama. Manufactured by Crystal Inc., Hickson, Tennessee. So this one has made a journey to us.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the first song. It is entitled Tramp on the Street.
No.
It is, yeah. Yeah. I didn't plan that. That's crazy. It's definitely the same song, though.
Yep.
Yep.
That's so...
I like the other one better.
Yeah, me too.
Isn't that crazy? Tramp on the Street, 2 coats. You never mentioned him to me. To my mansion in the sky. Cool, chilly waters. Do you call that religion?
Cool chili water.
God dang it, stop. Sometimes it just makes horrible noises. Oh, and then I do that. Oh, did you know you could do this? Wait.
What?
I can change sides.
No.
I had no idea I could do that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, see?
So you could just rewind it. We've been opening it up and
for
flipping.
like a year. We've been doing this. Yeah, I had no idea.
Oh my god.
All right, side. Oof. Side 2 is the Jesus Story, Camping in Canaan, Prettiest Flower, Brush Arbor, I'll Never Leave You Alone, and Jesus, Savior, Pilot Me. By the way, this is
wait.
It's
Jesus, Savior, Pilot Me. That was one of our first tapes. Remember?
Was it really?
I think there was another guy that like did that, and you were like, Jesus, Savior, Pilot Me.
That's how you knew it was the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that was one that we
Yeah.
did. All this stuff runs together for me.
Oh,
at a
I
certain
know.
Point, you know. All right, what do you got in your bag there?
I don't know.
Let's do a pick.
That's
See if it's something that's not religion.
I know. Oh, can't do that one.
That one was made by Jesus in Tennessee.
It just says Hank Williams Sr.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I bet Tramp on the
Can't do
Street's
that. I
on
bet
this
it
one
is.
too.
There you go. There's a lot of tramps on the street.
What's in this?
Oh, that is pretty.
An empty. So
Oh my
I don't
God,
know.
look at this. This case is crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know. Has
this-
no writing on it, so it could be empty.
Yeah. So it's a black case, but it's got like shiny gold embossing on it. Sony 90 minutes, but it says Ferri chrome cassette, Ferri. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't either.
And the tape itself is a black opaque. Oh, the labels are different on each side too. Look at that.
Wow.
Huh. I'm just fascinated by the construction of the tape.
Honestly, because it's like stuff is not made.
Took it out while I was rewinding.
That one's like, hello.
Hey, wait.
Still trying to catch up.
Okay, so here we go. This is blank, nothing on either side. By the way, this tape is double coated, whatever that means.
I'm nervous.
Why?
Because it's
Because
probably
you never
empty.
know. You never know. When you look at the Nazis, they weren't that bad. It's what
Oh
it
my
says.
god, yeah. That's some Kanye stuff.
God, he's nuts. He's just absolutely nuts.
Yes.
I thought it was just.
They aren't on their new show. I think they aren't. I think what it is, they aren't allowed to say his name.
Yeah.
Like he'll sue him, so they have to say like the kid's father or like stuff like that.
He'll
yeah.
sue him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we got a blank tape on this side.
Of course.
Let's well, that's okay. Let's go to the other side. I mean, not every Ferri chrome cassette double coated is going to have something on it.
It's so pretty
It's just the way
though.
it is very pretty. It looks very 60s. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought at first he was just attention grabbing,
Yeah.
but now I'm convinced he's just insane. Same
I
deal
think
with Trump.
there's
I think
some-
he's insane too.
I think there's some uncharted mental illness that needs to be addressed.
Oh,
potentially.
absolutely. But
Or
when
he
you're a
could-
millionaire, nobody's going to
He
do it.
could be just playing us all and is totally fine and is just doing this to do it.
Maybe he just completely wanted out of the industry.
Maybe.
He's
I
like,
don't know.
Hey, how about them Nazis? Bye.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
because, some of this stuff.
Has he done anything since?
He got a new wife.
Oh, well, that's different. I mean, has he put out like any
I don't think
songs or
so.
anything? I didn't think so
Yeah, I
either.
think he's lost like all of his brand deals and stuff. So
Yeah,
I
he
don't
lost
know.
the Yeezys, right?
Oh, yeah. And so I don't know.
They said they had just busloads of those things just sitting around. They were trying to give them away.
Mm-hmm.
When the week before they were, what, $500 a pair or whatever.
Yeah.
That just shows you how silly that stuff is. Because one thing happens and it loses all of its value.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you while we're waiting for this to rewind, just to check the other side. This is probably the last one. Did you see the Humane AI pen that came out this week?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah.
So it's a little pin that you put on your shirt or your lapel or whatever, and it's supposed to take place of your phone.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to get us out of the screen addiction and all that kind of stuff. And there is something there because I can see a future where we don't carry these bulky devices around anymore.
Right.
So the pen uses a combination of AI and vocal searches and things like that, plus hand motions like the new Apple Watch, does.
Yeah.
So it uses a lot of that to take care of your regular phone, text, email stuff.
Yes.
But the coolest thing to me is like when you want to see it, you put your hand out and it shoots a laser on your hand and shows you what's going on the thing. Ooh.
Okay, so we started.
By the way, let me say two more things.
Yeah.
It is $699,
Yeah.
which to me is not that bad.
No.
Especially when you compare it to the price of an iPhone.
Right.
And the service is $24 a month.
Okay.
That's really not bad if that's the
Okay.
only thing you got.
All right. And then how does your phone, like AT&T, Verizon, do they?
It's T-Mobile is who the service is through. Yeah.
So we actually, that reminded me, we did start a TV show and we weren't sure about it.
Yeah.
And it's based on a graphic novel called Bodies.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen the previews. I don't know if
Yes.
it's any good or not.
It's like dark. It time jumps.
Yeah.
So
It's like the same crimes or whatever, but in different periods of time.
yes,
Yeah.
like the exact
cool.
same crime.
Yeah,
yes.
it's cool.
And in the futuristic one, she has that.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so when I saw the commercial, I'm like, did they like
Yeah.
put?
You wonder if it's like product placement like
Yes.
Apple used to,
Yes.
and Dell and all that stuff. Remember when people were putting Gateway in movies? Like there was that
God.
cow thing,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh, he's working on a Gateway computer.
It's just
It's so
it's so
goofy.
weird.
Yeah.
But it was like stuff that like hasn't come out yet. But she has one, and that's how they use. and it does literally exactly the same. So when I saw the commercial kind of thing for this, I went, oh, I saw that already.
It does very much look like the future, though.
Yes.
And with the AI stuff,
well, it's like there's a school in the UK, or I think it's in the UK, that has like an AI robot as a principal. So
nothing can go wrong there.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I think
It's
AI is fantastic if you use it as a tool. I think if you use it to replace anyone or anything, that's when you get in trouble.
Well, it's just like all these like deep fake things, and
that's a whole different thing.
It's a whole yeah. So I don't know. I think there are definitely positives.
Sure.
Well, they've been like starting to use AI to cure diseases. That are like considered uncurable right now.
Well, in my day-to-day thing, I use AI in Photoshop to regeneratively, I can't say that word, fill like places that don't have anything.
Is it now just a button?
It's basically,
and it just kind of creates.
You select what you want, you put it in there, and it'll either take it out or put more in or whatever. It does a pretty good job, and the thing about it is, the more you use it, the more it gets used to you, and it'll fill in what you want.
Yeah, it's like all these like house Instagrams I follow, or like people are using AI to create like these dream homes, but they're not like realistic. People are like, I want to build that, and like architects are chiming in and being like, you can't build this.
Yes, this wall can't be here.
Yeah. Like a fully glass ceiling on an A-frame home while it's snowing
seems bad.
Isn't realistic, because as you see in this, the snow isn't sticking. It will stick the weight. It's just, I don't know. AI can.
Oh, I get it. I get it. But like, I use it for the Photoshop stuff, and then we started using this thing. So used to, if we record anything with 2 or 3 cameras, we have to sit there and switch between the cameras as the thing is showing.
Yeah.
Either live or we do it later, which is what we do. We do it later in post, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, now if we define our speakers, tell it how many cameras and all this stuff, we hit a button and it goes and does all the cuts for us in about 5 minutes versus an hour to 2 hours.
And that is part
cool.
I love. But like, essentially what the strike was about with like having AI write script, and like, so in like that kind of world, there's positives and negatives, but I still think.
Well, and you have a little bit different perspective too, because you were in that world for a little bit.
But what's nice about mine, for the most part, if they're still shooting and want real environments, they can't use AI to build environment. I mean, they can, but at some point, everything will probably be green screen. Yeah. And everything will be just done AI. So
no
like
on location anything. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Which is
that part seems anti-art to me, but
totally.
Yeah.
How would Game of Thrones look on a green screen?
Well, I think most of it was.
Well, I mean, they were on like 3 locations at a time, like shooting on like cliffs and like.
Oh, I get it. And some of the CGI just sucks at this point, But I can see like what you used to do, how you could throw together a mock-up real quick at this point. Put a couch over there, put a chair over here, do a light over there, that kind of thing. And it would just go now, and it's done.
For the most part, if you kind of.
Doesn't make that sound.
Well, you can like draw a rough sketch of something. Yeah. And you can push a button and it creates a better. I mean, kind of what I did. Yeah. And then you can drag and drop. Yeah. So you can just like draw stuff in places and move stuff around, and it kind of creates. Yeah. I mean, I love
there's been things for years that you could do like a 3D environment, and it would have assets that you could drag in and move around.
But
and
all
stuff.
that's so expensive.
Yeah.
So, the day-to-day user can't afford those things.
Yes. This is just through speech or typing.
Yeah. So this little pin thing will be interesting because there'll be something that happens. Yeah. They'll be like, someone was getting directions and they drove off a cliff. Sure. And it's like.
But how is that different from anything that's going on now?
Well, same thing.
I know.
There was a guy that was using his GPS on his phone, and it told him to go one way, and the road and he drove off a bridge.
Nice.
So.
Michael Scott drove into a pond. Yeah. Oh and that was with like a Garmin or something. That was years and years ago.
But
all right, last one. We're going to try this other side. This is the
Ferri
Chrome. That's right. I'll make sure I get it right. I need to figure out a way to start recording some weird stuff on these tapes.
I know.
Just so that it's almost a make your own. Hey, can we use AI? Does it make sounds?
Yeah, you can have AI.
Okay, so all right. So I'm going to tell you.
You and I both got
I'm
a
going to tell
light
you
bulb at the
something.
same
So
time.
I used to do, well, I still do, but there's a show called Jennifer Love Hewitt, Please Be on Our Show.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl that used to work here, we would sit down and we would go over episodes of Ghost Whisperer, which is
I love that show.
one of the worst shows I've ever
I
seen in
love
my
it.
life.
No.
It's fine. Go ahead. It breaks all the ghost rules, but whatever. Ghosts can't get in cars and ride around with you.
Mm-hmm.
So she quit, and so I've just been filling content, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I do now is I come up with a concept of what Jennifer Love Hewitt would do in real life, and I have it write stories.
Yeah.
Last week was Jennifer Love Hewitt stops a bank robbery.
Mm-hmm.
This week is Jennifer Love Hewitt, because of stopping the bank robbery, now gets a Medal of Honor and becomes a character on Paw Patrol. So the cool thing about it is that once you start one of these threads, it remembers everything that it has done previously and refers back to it.
That's good.
So it gets super deep at a certain point.
I love it.
I told you about the false crime thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going to do that. Yeah, it just makes up crimes. And then
I
police
love that.
reports and
I
all this
love
stuff.
it.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. So anyway, I'm here to say AI, great. Please
Yeah.
don't kill me, robot overlords.
Right. I know. We'll see.
Well, this one's blank, but you know, we sometimes go out with a whimper, not a bang. So
It's
or a
okay.
roar.
Tramp on the Street really
Tramp on the Street kind of did
brought
it.
it home for us.
Yeah, I believe that's our title this
Yeah.
week, Tramp on the Street. All right, Kate. Well, I always enjoy doing this.
I know.
And I enjoy the fact that you are helping us work on that other thing
Yeah.
that we won't talk about. But
Not yet. Super secretive.
I think it's cool, though. I mean, I've talked to you about that kind of stuff before, and I think we're finally in a place where we can do those things. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And then we're hiring a couple of people. I'll tell you about one of them here in a minute. But it's such big things
It's
coming.
growth.
Big things.
I know, and it's so exciting.
Yeah,
It's
and I appreciate
really-
you being a part of it.
Of
Honestly.
course. I mean, I'm not
I
doing
miss the
anything.
Candy podcast.
I
honestly,
know.
but it's fine. This is better.
This is yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I just liked eating candy.
I know.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. You got
Yeah.
anything else?
No, not really.
Okay.
I guess have a good Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, that's right. This will be the last one before Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week, you guys will probably get a one of these tapes that I'm going to record. I'll just put out the whole tape.
Yeah.
But
Thanksgiving's Thanksgiving.
it's next week.
We're not doing anything.
You're not?
Nope. All of our family all decided everyone stay home. We'll get together at Christmas.
If you want to come to the house, come to the house. I've been inviting everybody.
I love
I
it.
just tell my wife, it was like, I invited this person. I invited that person. You want to come? Come. I don't care. I love Thanksgiving, so I'm happy to show off my air fried turkey.
That's like a day that I think we'll just be like, we're gonna go clean out the storage.
Oh,
at
I
the
don't.
store.
No, you ought to just do nothing.
I know.
That day, you watch the stupid parade. You fall asleep.
know.
You eat a bunch of food. You fall asleep. You watch some football. You fall asleep.
I
Yeah,
know.
that should be the whole day.
I want to do that. I think we'll probably work because the store will be closed.
Oh, yeah.
So we can work without being bothered. And it's not like people are bothered, but like it's hard to get work done in the back.
Are y'all doing like a Black Friday thing?
Yeah. I mean, like not like maybe not a thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do sales. We might do a sale. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll talk.
I didn't know.
We'll talk to the powers that be, my husband, who makes all the decisions.
We'll talk to the baby. See
Yeah.
what he says.
Yeah, but Black Friday's always really good for us.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I will say we're really thankful for the people that like support. Like,
Yeah.
being a small business on Black Friday can be hard.
Oh yeah.
Because everyone's
Especially small.
everyone's at
mom
Target,
and pop small
Walmart.
business. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, absolutely.
But the years that we have been open,
Yeah.
now it's 2 years. You know, this is our 2
Goes
years.
quick, doesn't it?
I know, but I mean, we have like been really thankful.
Yeah.
For like what people.
Well, you've had some good folks in there too and then one crazy one that wants to give you a discount on everything. But yeah, I would think that your store is unique in that people can buy very unique gifts.
Yeah,
Right? And that's what you're always looking for.
That's
is something
always
weird.
also hard though, because a lot of people think Christmas, everything new.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I will say, there's a lot of cons about social media that has like not ruined, has kind of hurt vintage and antique businesses
I don't
and
doubt
stuff.
it. Yeah.
But also people are like, here's a way to like make something that is found. Like, here's how to do a sustainable Christmas, and it's turning.
There's plenty of crap on the planet already.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to buy more stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was something like there's enough clothes right now in the world to supply the next 13 generations.
Yeesh.
That's no.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think that every time coming back to the trash thing, I think about it every time because like I was leaving here last night. Some poor guy down there that helps clean the building was hauling out, it must have been 20 bags of trash. And I mean, those are those big industrial black bags. And I'm thinking, that must be every day here. Where does it all go?
I know.
At some point, we're going to have to pay for that.
Yeah.
I just don't know where it goes.
I know.
Yeah, this got really sad.
Yeah.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Enjoy your Black Friday also, which now starts in September.
Yep.
So, okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. All right, there you go. Cobbled together from the finest parts.
Until I look back and see how deep my valley, how high the hill, and each step nearer to eternity. I know not what my future holds.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.
Frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey, I'm Zach,
And I'm Mike.
and we have a fantastic new podcast to tell you about. Bros, Foes, and Heroes. It's the two of us looking into the world of comics, breaking down some characters that you may have never heard of, and some that are just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so Zach comes up with a character each time, and I go into it just completely blind. I don't know who this person is or what their abilities are or anything, and basically I guess we kind of go over their origin story and just some of the ridiculous stuff that maybe, especially Golden Age stuff.
Oh, Golden Age stuff is always the best, and we will make sure to highlight all of the shenanigans and just absolute weirdness of everything.
Yeah, that's right. So subscribe today and follow us on Instagram at Bros Foes Heroes.
And if you don't, I know where you live. Not really, but please subscribe.
Frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hi, I'm Hank. You might remember me from a show called King of the Hill. Check out a King of the Hill rewatch podcast. These boys ain't right, but they are funny. Find the podcast anywhere you get your podcasts or at roguemedianetwork.com. I tell you what.